Welcome to Real Talk for Real Life, where we're realizing everyone is always learning and living your full experience. I'm your host, Coach C, and this is season 4, episode 4. Gotta move like God got you. Today's episode, I need you to hear me. You gotta move like God got you. Not arrogant, not entitled, not better than anybody else, but with the kind of confidence that says, I know who sent me. See, some of y'all are waiting until you feel qualified before you move. You're waiting until your bank account looks right, until your confidence catches up, until your family believes in you, until your resume is stronger, until your followers increase, until your fear disappears. Baby, you'll be waiting forever. Faith has never been about feeling safe. Faith has always been about trusting God while your knees are still shaking. So, yes, walk in there, even if you're cringing on the inside. Apply anyway, speak anyway, launch anyway, forgive anyway, start anyway. Because courage isn't the absence of fear. It's refusing to let fear become your boss. Can I tell you how I see it? You ought to move like you're that one. Not because you're perfect, not because you figured everything out, but because you know you've been chosen for an assignment. Walk with a little confidence. Walk with a little peace. Walk with purpose. Walk like heaven already signed your credentials. Make people do a double take, not because you're trying to impress them, but because your confidence doesn't match the circumstances they expected you to crumble under. Some people counted you out. Some decided you weren't qualified. Some didn't think you'd recover. Some never expected you to show back up. Show up anyway, not to prove them wrong, but to prove God's faithfulness right. Can I say something that might change your perspective? Maybe the rejection wasn't about you. Maybe the delay wasn't punishment. Maybe the closed door wasn't failure. Maybe you simply didn't understand the assignment. Come again, Coach C? Gladly. You're treating people like they're the author of your story. They're not. You're giving opinions authority they were never supposed to have. You're giving rejection the leading role. You're giving fear the microphone. You're giving doubt executive producer credits. Meanwhile, God's sitting there saying, I never hired any of them. You are doing His work, carrying His gifts, walking in His purpose, representing His kingdom, handling His business. So why are you acting like somebody else's opinion is the final decision? You're giving the wrong one the greatest role. God never told Moses to convince Pharaoh. He told Moses to go. God never told Noah to convince the neighborhood. He told Noah to build. God never told David to negotiate with Goliath. He told David to fight. The assignment has always been obedience. The outcome has always belonged to God. Here's what I know. When heaven sends you, heaven sustains you. That doesn't mean the journey will be easy. It means you never walk it alone. So stop moving like you're abandoned. Stop moving like you're overlooked. Stop moving like you're unsupported. Move like provision has already been arranged. Move like favor has already gone ahead of you. Move like grace is waiting around the corner. Move like the answer is already on its way. Move like God got you because He does. And maybe that's the reminder you've needed all along. Remember this: confidence isn't believing you can handle everything, confidence is believing God can handle everything you're about to face. That's your real talk for today. Keep learning, keep living, and wherever God sends you, move like He already made room for you. Here's your fearless homework. This week, I want you to stop waiting until you feel confident and start acting from what you know by faith. Write down one opportunity you've been hesitating to pursue because you don't feel ready. Ask yourself, am I waiting on God or is God waiting on me? Whose opinion have I given more authority than God's promise? Where have I mistaken fear for wisdom? Finish this sentence. If I truly believed God had already gone before me, I would. Then go do that thing. Before every meeting, interview, workout, conversation, or decision this week, pause for 10 seconds and say, God, I'm handling what you placed in my hands. Lead my steps. Every morning this week, stand in front of the mirror, lift your shoulders, smile, and declare, I don't have to prove I'm enough because God already decided I was worth calling. I will move with peace, purpose, and confidence because the one who sent me will sustain me. Because faith isn't pretending the road is easy. Faith is walking it anyway. So straighten your crown. Well, maybe not the crown this time. Straighten your posture instead. Lift your head, take the next step, and move like God got you. This is Real Talk, where everyone is always learning and living your full experience. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and Facebook at Real Talk for Real Life. That's L.Y.F.E for more inspiration, merchandise, and motivation between episodes. This is Coach C. I'll see you in the next one.